Ancient Ruins in Nevada. A correspondent of the New York Tribune, in an account of the Morgan exploring expedition to southeastern Nevada and Utah, says 50 miles from Reese River, we found the country well timbered, and in some places the valleys were susceptible of irrigation. A few enterprising farmers had already settled in one of the largest of these, which they had named Cedar Canyon. Snipe, plover, and quail were abundant, and our mess table was well applied with them. At this point, we bade adieu to civilization. Timber trees entirely disappeared, and we entered the large sandy valleys covered with sage, stunted brush, and a variety of sand plants. One of these, the mezquite, is a shrub belonging to the family of the mimosa. It resembles in appearance our locust tree, is very thorny and bears yellow flowers in long pods which have a pleasant sour taste. On October 15th, in the center of a large valley, we discovered some Indian salt works, but there were no signs of their having been lately used. In the southern section of the same valley was a curious collection of rocks, mounds, and pillars, covering several acres in extent and resembling the ruins of an ancient city. We saw some remnants of what had once been arched with keystones still perfect, and a number of small stone pillars constructed with a peculiar kind of red mortar or cement, set upright about 20 feet apart, as if they had been used to support an aqueduct for conveying water from a large stream half a mile distance to the outskirts of the city. In some places, the lines of the streets were made distinctly visible by the great regularity of stones. These streets were now covered with sand many feet deep and seemed to run at right angles of each other. Some of the stones had evidently been cut into squares with hard tools. Exactly. Although their forms had been nearly destroyed by centuries of time. The impression forced upon our minds was that the place had been once inhabited by human beings somewhat advanced in civilization. Many traders noticed the existence of similar ruins in other sections of the country between the Rocky and Sierra Nevada mountains. They may probably be the sites of once flourishing fields and habitations of the Aztecs.